Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. So glad that you're here. Let me make sure this is showing up on the feed okay. I always get a little bit of tech difficulties. So let's see if it's showing up here. Happy Monday. So glad that you're here. Awesome. Yep, it's showing up great. Awesome. So welcome to everyone. I'm Melissa Zoske. I'm your energy alignment and business mentor, and I help intuitive business owners, coaches, and healers clear those success blocks and step into their own magic so they can create a business that feels aligned with their soul, with their ease, with their flow, with their life, that making that life that they want. And, we're always creating. And sometimes we forget that you are attracting the life that you want. You're creating the life you want, whether you know it or not. So today we're talking about the number one thing to help you launch your business. Okay. And it's something that you probably haven't been paying really close attention to. So I wanted to talk about this. If you know of anybody here that this topic would be good for, make sure that you invite them in. And if you can't, if you see the giving permission to StreamYard at the top of this, please go ahead and allow them permission so that I can see your name. Let me know where you're calling from. Post in the comments where you are calling from, or not calling from, where you are watching from. It's a Monday, you can tell. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, there should be it says, I'm going live using StreamYard. Before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at StreamYard.facebook. So go ahead and do that. And then let me know where you're watching from. Okay. So we're talking about, again, welcome. Today we're talking about that one thing that is keeping you from really living your life in your business, okay? Living the best life in your business. And the number one thing is remembering that everything is an inside job, right? And sometimes we forget that. We forget that we have to be working on ourselves. You are your number one, here's the big deal, you are your number one client. All right. You're your number one client. And sometimes that's put on the back burner because we're taking care of everybody else. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. That pleaser part of you, that person that wants to make sure everybody's happy and making sure that everything's staying steady. And oftentimes you are the grounding force in your circles and in your community. And making sure that you remember that you are your number one client before anyone else. It's like putting that oxygen mask on yourself first before you can help anyone else. Otherwise, you pass out, right? So if you're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, that sends that energy broadcast out to the universe. And remember what I've talked about in the past is the universe sends that like vibration back. And oftentimes, just by putting ourselves on the back burner, we're really actually taking other people back. Okay. If you aren't 100% in alignment, working on your own stuff daily, you're actually taking away from your people and you're actually making it harder for them to transform, to make those shifts in their own life. Okay. And I want to make sure that you are doing that daily work for yourself. So, how many of you do that daily work for yourself? Do you really dig deep? Or do you get so busy that you just kind of put yourself on the back burner? This is the same with workouts, right? Oftentimes we don't do the workout. We don't get up early and we don't go for our walk or go for our jog or whatever that is for you because we have other things that are more important to us. But what is more important to you than taking care of your own energetic needs first so that you can better be that person that's most transformative for the people around you? And this is something that we have to recalibrate and reset often, okay? Jody Ann, so good to see you here. Mary, so good to see you here. Yeah, almost every day. Jody Ann, that's so important. And also, I hear people say all the time, well, there are serial certifiers out there that always are looking for more knowledge because they don't feel like they have enough in themselves to help others as efficiently or effectively, right? But the beauty of this work as working as an intuitive business owner or coach or healer is you are always giving your energy all the time with the people that you're working with. And even if you've got 20 certifications, you are still always going to be processing your own energy. There are always going to be blocks. There's always going to be different things coming up from your ancestors, the epigenetics, all those things that are held in your cellular memories that are going to be showing up as you work on other people. And so doing that daily work, like you work on someone, you have to have that time to process that information because it's triggering a response within you. It's triggering something that needs to be healed with you, or there are no accidents. Okay? So we need to remember to take the time and really watch how we are handling situations. We all are human. We're going to have times where we're irritated or maybe irrational at times. Like this weekend, I was feeling off, and probably from the new moon and some other stuff going on right now that we discussed on our clubhouse room last week. By the way, we're having that today at 4 Eastern time. I'll use 4 Eastern time. And we talk about the different things that come up with the energy and how to clear those out and why they're coming up and what they bring forward. But every time you work on someone else, it is triggering a response for you, not to you, but for you, so that you can work deeper within yourself. And that's a gift. And when you don't take the time to do the work on yourself from that, right? Because we are processing from just clearing into them, but I want you to go deeper. I want you to look at, like this weekend, I was looking at, okay, why do I feel this way? Where can I go to make this easier, more in flow, more in ease? What can I do to clear this in myself at the deepest root level? Remember, you want to get to the deepest root because if you don't, all that does is allows it to grow back. Just like a weed, if a little bit of that root is left, it just grows right back again. And we don't want that. So it's looking at it from within yourself, looking at that trigger, looking back generationally, looking back from looking at the influential people in your life and what the messages they might have given you that have implanted, they've taken deep roots. And then you live that life today with the same triggers. So those are just gold nuggets to help you get more aligned. But when you work on that using energy, I love using the quantum key method. If you guys don't have the quantum key method, you can get it at melissazoske.com/QKM. And you can get that for now. I think we have a coupon there that you can get it for free. And it helps you clear out those limiting beliefs, programs, and patterns from this lifetime, as well as inherited, as well as from the collective. All right. We're looking at going really deep into all these fields of energy. Okay. And that's really important. Yeah. So the next thing is, so again, you are your number one client. Don't forget that. You have to be your own advocate. You have to take that time and space for you in order for you to be the best practitioner, coach, or healer to other people, right? And it's always about feeling it and then healing it. You have to feel it to heal it, but not just going over it over and over again. Practice what you preach. I was just talking to someone the other day because I'm a business alignment mentor, right? And I was saying that I need to have processes that I can only teach my people. I can't do things that I'm doing differently that I can't teach my people. So if they're too complicated or they take a lot of energy or they're stressful, I'm not going to do them because that's not what I'm going to teach my people. I want them to be at flow and ease, feeling in that rhythm. I do my own work daily. Yesterday, I think I did oh my gosh, it must have been like an hour and a half energy work on myself. Usually the QKM, the quantum key method is usually really short and sweet, like 6, 7, 8 minutes, but I really need to do some cleanup yesterday. So I spent a lot of time tapping into basically tapping into my universal consciousness and just really clearing out at the root all the things and making massive timeline shifts so that I can actually be better at what I'm doing. And I'm always working for that every day. Yeah. So feel it and heal it. Yep, absolutely. So, and then again, taking the time to process, right? I talk about that often, and that's why I always advocate in my master classes the 3-day work week, because as sensitive empaths and intuitive healers and coaches and teachers, spiritual beings, we have that need more than anybody else to take that time to process. And if you're go, 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 go all the time, you don't have that time to process. And what that does is it starts like creating this huge log jam, right? And then the energy stops flowing. And remember, energy needs to flow. And if it's not, and you have that stuck, then you're going to feel irritated. You're going to feel anger. You're going to feel overwhelmed. You're going to feel burnout. And it's no fun. And we want it to feel fun. If it's not feeling that way, if it's just go, 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 which I get excited with the go, 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 but it's got to be a balance. Okay. So just make sure. All right. I love that balance. All right. So we're going to do some card drawings today. And by the way, these are almost set up. I had my assistant set the cards up in Etsy. And so now we're just finishing up getting my labels ready to print. So for any of you that are ready for the energy of your business oracle decks, we are almost ready. I'm super excited to have these cards. All right, so we have a great tutorial on how to use them, and you get all that, plus you'll get some other freebies in there. So make sure that when you sign up that you're added to the list so that you can get those, okay? So if anybody wants me to draw a card from them, I'm going to give this a few minutes to draw some cards, and I'll draw a card for the collective. If you want one, just go ahead and if your name's not showing up, just say your name first and say, yes, I'd like one. Or just say, marry me or whoever, if I'm not seeing your name on there, okay? So I love this. And then we're going to pull. Let me go ahead and pull one for the collective for this week. Let's see what this comes in. This always helps me really tap deeper into my intuition. It's just another beautiful tool to kind of help me align to what I need to do, action steps. One just flew out at me, Jody Ann. That must be for you. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that one flew out of the deck. Higher self. Ask your old wise self. Tap into the highest version of you, Jody Ann. So the higher self, that is, I love, when I think of that highest version of myself, when you are listening to your highest self and you are really stepping into that intuition and that deeper wisdom, it really helps. It can't lead you astray. Okay. It's going to take you where you need to go. So make sure that you are really saying, okay, tapping in. Am I tapped into my higher self? If using any kind of muscle testing, like the sticky finger or the hand flip or whatever kind of muscle testing that you use, ask, am I hooked up to my highest self right now, getting the answers clear with complete clarity? And then close your eyes and really listen for that guidance. Your inner guidance system comes directly from your higher self and God's source universe. So it's great. All right. Hope that you love that. Ooh, I just put it back in there, hon. And I said what it says is tap into the very bottom of the card. It just has the name of, it's just at melissazoske.com, which is my Instagram handle, if that's what you mean. All right, let's go ahead and see what else comes here. All right, so we have Letty. Let's go ahead and pull one for Letty. Let's get you some guidance, sister. I was thinking about you this weekend. Okay, so I want you to think about the question, Letty, that you want answered, okay? Just think of that question, and I'm tapped into your field. So as we are shuffling this, we are cleaning and clearing the energy of the deck as we shuffle this deck. Okay. Yes. All right, clarity. What you have, Letty, is clarity. So get clear on what you want, who you want to serve, and what transformations will happen for them. Okay, so getting really clear. And just by asking yourself, who do you want to serve? Who are the people you are trying to help? What are you trying to help them with? What are you trying to help them with? Now, anybody else that's feeling a pull for this and that just knows, especially as I'm shuffling the deck, if you're like, I know this shuffle is for me, then that card is for you, even if you're listening to the recording, okay? So who do you want to serve? What kind of things do you want them helped with? What kind of struggles are you solving for them, Letty? I think you work with a lot of people's health, right? I think you do. It could be maybe they have a common thing that you've noticed with all your clients that they're struggling with. We want to make sure that you are really tapping into that deep, what it is, who are they, what do they look like, what does their life look like? Okay. All right. Oh, that was your question. Oh, that was somebody. So that was your question. It was attracting the right clients. Awesome. So it's perfect, getting clear. Now, Letty, you're in the Aligned and Limitless program. So you can go in there and you can download that sheet for your soulmate clients. And that'll really help you dial that in a little bit better. If you need help finding that, let me know after we're done here, and I will have my assistant get that link for you, okay? All right. So hi, Jerry. Let's get you a card. So again, think of your question. And any of you that want a card right now, you can have me pull a card for you directly. If you're watching the replay, just pick out which one of these shuffles would be for you. You know it's for you. So Jerry, thinking of your question, tapping into Jerry's field. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. Jerry, we have ancestral. So clear your inherited beliefs, patterns, and programming from your ancestors. So remember in the talk earlier, I was talking about like the epigenetics, what's held in our cellular memories. We inherit more than hair and eye color from our ancestors. We inherit their beliefs, their patterns, their programming, all that stuff that goes back hundreds, if not thousands of generations. And it's just like, we're just like these computer systems that are holding all this information. And when the information gets so full, we can barely move. And there's certainly not going to be any more downloads for you. So I'm getting this very clear image of you really tapping in to clearing more of this out so that you can receive more downloads and guidance on a regular basis. Okay. Just make some room. It's like when you think about a Mac, for those of you that are Mac owners, you know how it gets a spinning wheel? And you have that spinning wheel that's like spinning when you're trying to download something, but your Mac is so full of stuff, of data, of information, that there's no room for it to download, or it takes forever. That's the same way with us, with our inherited beliefs, patterns, and programming. And so when you clear that out, and again, you can use the quantum key method, and you can get that at melissazoske.com/QKM. It's free right now. There's a coupon code there that you can use. It helps you clear out those generational things, those generational programs and upper limit blocks and all those things that come up. But what that does is it creates the room for you to be able to install what you want to create in your life, and you're open up to those downloads, okay? You're open up to that guidance, that information more easily. So the more that you do it, it's very cumulative. The more you do it, the more free space you get. It's like going on your computer and emptying out the garbage, and you're throwing stuff away, and you're making that space. And that's what I want for all of you, okay? Really important. All right, so I hope that's helped. Card was spot on. Yeah, I feel like these are really cool. My legs are buzzing right now. Good, Jerry. So glad. All right, so anybody else? Anybody else like a card? Let's see if there are more comments. I can't see any more comments. Let me go over here. See if anybody is here in the group asking comments. Oh, that was Jerry Siemens. Great, Jerry. So glad that's helped you. Let me see if there's anyone else. I can't see everybody. I'll have to go into, okay, who said yes card? Put your name. So I can't see your name on here. Oh, I'm so glad you downloaded the QKM. So just put your name first and then say, I would love one, or your name, me, okay? Because for some reason, I can't see it unless StreamYard gives you permission. And for some reason, it doesn't give permission for everyone. Okay. Okay, Amber J. Okay, Amber J, think of your question. All right, sweetie. Think of the question that you want to ask. And let's mix and clear the energy from these cards. As you're thinking of that question, holding that intention. Hold, hold, hold. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Here it is. Okay, so here's one that's a little bit more businessy, Amber J. It's about time chunking. Okay, um, set your task timer and take consistent aligned action steps. So keyword is aligned action steps, not just moving with what you're supposed to be doing, but does it feel right? So what I did yesterday, just as an example, is I did a bunch of batch stories, like batch videos, and just different little posts. And I just like changed my shirt, switched backgrounds. I did it all like in a half an hour. I think I created like 15 different things. And that was what I call time chunking. So I could get that out of the way, and that created quite a bit of content for the next couple weeks. And then I just sit there and do 15 minutes of whatever it is that I need to get done so that I can take it off my plate. And I love that. Time chunking aligned action steps. So good. Yeah. So, and then make sure it's aligned. So before you do any of that, just ask, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like closing your eyes and really tuning in. And Amber J, I know you are such a master, I should say a goddess at doing all this type of work. Your work is so powerful that you easily tap into that inner goddess and really tap into that intuition. But sometimes we just need a little reminders because we're so good at helping others tap into their goddess or their zone of genius that sometimes we put ourselves on the back burner. So hope that helps. Okay, Mary, did we do you? So Mary. Make sure I'm not missing anybody up here. Okay, Mary. Go ahead, Mary, and think about what question you want to ask. And sometimes if you want to shut your eyes and to shift your eyes up gently. Hold on a sec. Yep. Okay. And then we can actually feel into that energy a little bit more. Okay. All right, Mary. So your card for today is to be grateful. Gratitude is such a powerful healer, and it helps you step into alignment with what you want to create. Being grateful, give gratitude for everything, even the smallest wins. And those of us that have days that are we feel struggling, just for the simplest things, you can be grateful for being able to get up, walk around, breathe, anything like that. But I want you to really today, for you, I want you to really, like every day, be very mindful. I mean, every minute today, be very mindful of all the good that's coming into your life, okay? And say it out loud. I'm so grateful for this, and see how that feels. I think it's going to shift your energy. That really feels like it's going to be a massive shift. I do challenges that have gratitude in them often, and it is crazy how powerful that is. Even if a body part isn't working right or you're feeling pain, showing how grateful you are for that body part and what it's done for you, or for the pain and the messages and the lessons it's given you, just by doing that sometimes will help it shift and go and completely clear out. So that's huge. Okay, Shelly Myers. I can take a few more people and then I've got to run. But Shelly Myers, go ahead and make sure that you place your intention on your question. What question do you want to ask? Ooh, this one's kind of falling out too. This must be a real good one. Oh, you got this one again. Okay, Shelly, higher self. Higher self again. Ask your old wife self, tap into your highest version of yourself. Higher self. Tap into the highest version of yourself. And again, this is what I was talking, I think it was to Jody Ann, I think earlier. It's just about really taking the time to get the messages for what it is, what you're supposed to be receiving today in your life, in your business, okay, in your health. All of it's connected. Tapping into your highest self will help you better be able to align and take to that version of you and take the inspired action steps that are totally in alignment with who you are, what your soul is calling for you to be and do. Okay. It'll show you where your idle clients are. It'll help you connect with people that are amazing collaborators. It will help you just like I said, step into your zone of genius and feel more excited about the work you're doing. Okay. Maybe it'll put somebody in your path that will help you with your business. It's amazing. Okay. So Michelle McGaw, let's do this. Okay, Michelle, go ahead and focus on the question that you want to ask. Okay. Ah, Michelle. So we have the DNA card. So that is look for trapped emotions held in your DNA. Again, that's kind of going back to the ancestral, but it could be actual body parts. It could be something that's trapped, like if you're having gut issues or headaches or something like that. It could be something that's trapped, like in a cellular memory within those body parts. And that's kind of what I'm picking up right now. So we could have like limiting beliefs, patterns, programmings, all of that come up. Yes, you're so welcome. Yes, yes, yes. So I hope that makes sense to you. It's I love DNA work, and we inherit so much stuff from our ancestors. So this will hopefully be helpful. And again, you can go on and do some of that work with the quantum key method. So it's melissazoske.com /QKM. Okay, so Paula, I would love a card. All right, Paula, go ahead and hold your intention for your question. Okay. What is your question? Focus on what you want to ask. Beautiful. Nice. Yes. Okay, Paula. What came up today for you was commitment, being all in. I'm all in. And dedicating yourself to creating your dream business. You've taken the steps. Now, really stepping into just knowing that this is exactly where you need to be and what you need to be doing, and really dialing in to stepping fully in. You have taken amazing steps recently, and I'm so excited to be helping you with creating that dream business that you love and that lights you up. I want you to think about this and meditate. Is there a part of you? So there is a part of you, and I'm going to go ahead and just test on this. There's a part of you that is resistant to the full commitment. And there's a fear of failure coming in. Let's go ahead and clear that for the group real quick. This is a good one. All right, everybody shut their eyes, lift their eyes up gently, don't strain them. And we're calling on Source and everyone in here individually, but as a collective, calling on all root blocks to commitment, to committing, and tagging any beliefs, memories, programmings, upper limit blocks, any patterns, any habits, anything from this lifetime as well as those inherited, tagging them now. Feeling that shift. Let's treat all these and create a massive history change. Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm sure that you're feeling that little bit of a shift where you're like, wow, I can feel that. What happens is you feel like something all of a sudden just went, ooh, I love it. All right, let me do one more. Oh, Jody Ann, thank you so much. Okay, so, all right, so let's just do one more. Tracy. Go ahead, Tracy, and good, spot on. Thank you. You are so welcome. I love these cards. Okay, Tracy, think of the question. It's the last one we're doing. I'll try to come back later and catch more of these if I have time. Nice. All right, so energetic launch. And I don't know if you have a business, Tracy, or not, but this can go with your life as well. Aligned launch for success. So, whatever you are trying to birth right now, whatever your intention is to moving forward with, it's time to stop thinking about it, to put that energy into it, be very focused and move it. That could be a job change, a career change. It could be maybe moving up a level in your business, in your career, whatever that is. It doesn't have to be like a coaching launch from my clients. Most of them are doing like launches, like master classes. They're doing different things like there's master classes, there are challenges, there is workshops that they're doing to promote their business. And that's what this is for them. But it can be in any part of your life. It could be even launching out a new fitness routine. So whatever that is for you that you've been thinking about, that's for you. Okay. All right, guys. So glad to have been here with you today. Stay tuned this week for more. For those of you that aren't following me on Instagram, just go ahead and follow me at Melissa Zoske, and I would love to have you. Okay, so you were saying, yes, I'm a Reiki healer and growth coach. Thank you. Awesome. So with that energetic launch, make sure that you're doing that, because focusing in and really just saying, I'm all in. Okay, that seems to be a good, like, clear out those blocks, step into the highest version of you, tap into your inner guidance, right? Your highest self, and then go for it. Okay? That's what this is all about. Have fun. Have fun with it, guys. We'll see you again next week. And again, if you are watching the recording of this, just tune into the deck that you feel like was meant for you. And maybe there's more than one card. All right? You guys have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye.